Little shadow box action before the sparring begins. Now let's take a look at some of the sparring. The Olympic bronze medalist Marlen Esparza, flyweight champion of the world, Carina Moreno.
30 seconds. Good. A little higher. Good. Touch that jab right there. Good. 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 Nice body shot. Good. You can use that lead uppercut too. Look for those seesaw, that jab. 1, 2, seesaw. Good. Good. And back to the stick. Good. Nice. 30 seconds.
Nice right hand. Go in there. 1, 2 uppercut. 2 uppercut. 2.
There you go.
Marlen, like Maria Sharapova in tennis, verbalizes her shots.
I'm out.
Good, right there.
30 seconds.
There
you go.
Come on, girl.
You use that double jab. Again. Double jab the body and then over.
Again. Come on, Marine. Let it go. Again.
Good.
2 again.
Now we'll look at the final 20 seconds of this sparring encounter at Undisputed in San Carlos. Moreno and Esparza going at it.
There you go. One more.
Carina, what'd you get out of this session?
Oh, you know, just sparring session. That's all it is. You know, totally a real fight. It's totally different than just sparring, you know. Just a sparring session. You know, I haven't really been training at all, you know. I just barely started sparring since my last fight in December. You know, Marlen's fast. She's got speed. I just think that she just gotta put her fence together and create the openings instead of just kind of just throwing. Rather than that, she's fast, you know. She's good. But like I said, I just haven't been training, so I'm out of shape too. So, you know.
Looks like you gave up about 20 pounds in there too.
Yeah, so, but it was good though. It was good. It was good. It was good work in there though.
Good. Know? Fans loved it. Thanks, Carina. Hey, Marlen. Nice job in there.
Oh, thank you.
What'd you gain from the sparring session?
This sparring session was really important to us because we sparred Carina, but she's really competitive. I mean, like she knows more than normal girls. Like when you're in the ring, you can kind of tell how somebody is, and when you see them shadowboxing you, they might not look you may be as good as you, but they might be smarter. And she's actually really smart. She'll catch on to things, she'll adjust, which a lot of girls don't do. So we knew that she was gonna be ready because there's people, you know, it's more serious, and the same for us. So we wanted to make it kind of like a pre-match, you know, the hype and the people, and that way you know what you actually learn. Because when you're calm, you can think clear. When you're not, all that comes out is what your instinct tells you to do. So we wanted to see what my instincts were, and it turned out really well. So I think we're really happy.
Well, Victor Conte, you pretty much put together the sparring session today, and people were pleased.
It was a lot of fun. I'm glad that Carina and Marlen were willing to come together and on camera give us 6 good rounds. It was exciting. Carina's a legend in boxing. We all love Carina. I've worked with Carina for about 3 years now. I love Carina as well as her trainer Rick Noble. And Marlen has been out here from Texas. Houston is where she's from, training since the 9th of January, and she's going to fight at the U.S. Nationals the 30th of this month. So, and Carina, I guess, is scheduled some point in May to defend her title in Germany. So it was a great opportunity to get them together and let the Bay Area see some world-class female boxing.
You know, a lot of folks just remember Victor Conte from the infamous Balco situation, but that's history. That's ancient history. You're now into snacks and specific boxing training techniques. Without getting too involved, Victor, can you summarize what you are doing for these fighters like Carina and Marlen and Nonito Donaire that other folks involved with the training aspect are not?
Well, I've introduced them to several different types of training that are generally not a part of boxing preparation. One is sprint training, world-class sprint training with Remy Korchemny, who's an 80-year-old sprint guru who's had a number of Olympic gold medalists and world record holders, and so they do that on the track sprint training with Remy. We do intermittent hypoxic training, which is a simulated high-altitude training, but we actually take the machine into the ring, and we do 3 minutes on for the men and 1 minute off, and 2 minutes on for the women and 1 minute off. And so they simulate doing mitt work in the ring, just like they would boxing. And typically we do about 6 to 8 rounds. We also do comprehensive blood testing, and we determine what their biochemical profile is, and if they have any depletions or deficiencies or excesses, we make recommendations to try to help them achieve an optimal balance and make sure they don't have any weak links in their nutritional chain. We also have them wear what we call a memory belt, and that we can measure caloric expenditure and VO2 max and heart rate and ventilation and training load and predicted recovery interval. So it brings scientific information that serves the athletes and trainers so they can make more informed decisions.
And nutritionally, that's where Snacks comes in.
Yeah, Snack is the snack.com is my website, and I've had that since 1987. And even when Balco existed and we were doing all the comprehensive testing with the athletes then, a lot of the supplements, not all of them, but a lot of the supplements that the athletes take were also formulations that I've designed.
Okay, well, you did the crime, you did the time. That again is ancient history, but what about the folks that still say, whoa, Victor Conte involved with boxing? Red flag.
Well, Nonito Donaire is in the VADA program, Voluntary Anti-Doping Association. It's a 24/7, 365 program where he's blood and urine tested. So Nonito is constantly being randomly tested. And Marlen Esparza is involved in the Olympic movement, so she's tested by USADA randomly, also blood and urine. So, you know, I've been working with Nonito for 3 years and Marlen for about 1.5 years now, and they've been randomly tested. And of course, there haven't been any positive drug tests because they're both clean athletes and there's nothing to hide. And I'm so glad that Nonito specifically stepped up and said, I've got everything to prove and nothing to hide. And in 2012, with the support of the great team that he has, Brian Schwartz and Mike Basil and Remy Korchemny and others, including myself, that he became the 2012 Fighter of the Year.
You know, this must be incredibly fun for you now, too.
It's a lot of fun. People still talk about the Balco days, but you have to understand this September that will have been 10 years ago. So I've been an outspoken anti-doping advocate for at least the last 5 years, and some have forgiven me and some have not. I can just continue to do what I can to be a part of the promotion and advocacy of clean sport.
And women's boxing. You seem to be an incredible advocate for the weaker sex, if you will.
This really started with Carina 3 years ago, and then in January of last year, Marlen reached out to me and her trainer, and I said, are you sure you want to become involved with someone that has a history like mine? And they said they did. And that was on a Monday in January of 1 year ago, and by that Friday they were here training. And this is now Marlen's 4th time that she's been here training, and my understanding is at some point she's going to move here. So she's kind of become, I have 3 daughters, Marlen's kind of become like a 4th daughter to me.
Yeah.
Here at Undisputed Boxing, the principals today involved in the sparring session between Carina Moreno and Marlen Esparza. We've got Carina, Rick, Victor, Mike, Marlen, and Brian.